Hey, beautiful people, Kirti here. How's it going? So, did this Ek Villain 2 trailer sneak up on you like it did me? I had no idea that this movie was even in the works. And then I see John Abraham and Arjun Kapoor like Instagram stories and posts, and they're teasing this new trailer that's coming out. And I was like, what? Ye kab hua? इन्होंने movie करनी है, वो भी कट्ठी, and वो भी एक villain, and वो भी Mohit Suri की? What is happening here? Siddharth Malhotra kahan gaya, guys? Where is Shraddha Kapoor? What happened to Ritesh Deshmukh? So I feel like a sequel is a very tricky thing क्योंकि हमारे दिमाग में पहले के characters बैठे होते हैं, पहले की story बैठी होती है, पहले के गाने बैठे होते हैं. And Ek Villain was such a loved movie. It gave us a new side of Ritesh Deshmukh. He went from playing this comedic character to this straight up villain, and he did amazing in there. And who can forget ये श्रद्धा and Sid की ये जो जोड़ी बनी थी, उनका जो romance हुआ था, उनकी जो प्यार की कहानी थी, it was so beautiful. And so I am highly skeptical just even going into this trailer क्योंकि मुझे वो सब याद आ रहा था. So while watching this trailer, a few words came into my mind. One was aggressive. Obviously, this trailer had a lot of aggression. There was a lot of male clashes, fighting going on. The trailer was sexy. There was this particular shower rain scene that was really hot. And then this trailer was slick. Like the way it was shot, I liked it. Okay, I like the colors. I like the gray tones. I like the menacing vibe it was trying to give off. Trailer also had a lot of callbacks to the original. Did you guys notice Ritesh Deshmukh's photo right in the beginning? Okay, and then hello, Ankit Tiwari's like really popular song Galiyan. Who can forget how beautiful that song was? And in this movie, they have some weird remixed version of that. Okay, I'm always ready to listen to Ankit Tiwari's गाने. I love Galiyan. मैंने like 1000 बार सुना है वो गाना, but I wasn't feeling this song, and I'm really hoping that this is a one-off, and in the movie, this remixed version doesn't take over, and it was just for this trailer. Like always, I'm not the only one that has opinions around here. My friends have opinions too, and they are waiting to give those to you guys. So let me call them out for you.
Hi, Kirti.
Hi, Odee.
Hello, darling.
Looking
Hi,
so
Odee.
pretty.
Not more than you.
You're looking hot, Odee.
You look cool,
Okay,
honey.
guys. So this trailer caught me off guard. I had no idea Ek Villain 2 bhi hai koi cheez. Okay. Did you guys feel the same? Were you surprised? Did you know this was happening?
I knew this was happening. Yeah, I mean, I've seen like Instagram posts and everything, but I wasn't overly excited for it because I do feel that certain movies don't need to be remade. Obviously, you spoke about music as well, like Teri Galiyan. I think that was such an iconic and beautiful song. So I don't think the sequel was needed, to be honest, because there's certain movies I feel that don't need a sequel. Like you said, Ritesh Deshmukh's poster was in the movie, but I think where his character ended in the first one, why would there need to be a sequel anyway? So that's my take on it. So I'm not really overly excited, but I think the trailer did have some good parts to it, some negative parts, but that's my take.
Okay, and Odee, what about you?
Kirti, to be very honest, I was not even invested कि एक villain return होने वाला है. मुझे लगता है जो sequels है ना, मतलब I have a different theory. मुझे लगता है या तो एक cliffhanger moment रहा हो तो एक franchise develop होनी है, एक universe develop होनी है. क्या मैं एक villain की universe develop होते देखता हूँ? Maybe not. क्या मुझे लगता है कि उसके sequel की जरूरत थी? Maybe not. क्योंकि what difference we observe in Bollywood movies कि for the sake of doing, for the sake of fashion, for the recall value, ये करना पड़ जाता है. तो बट अब उन्होंने कर लिया है, and we are being dished with that, so we have to dissect before we eat it.
Yeah. So let's dissect now, okay, Odie, let's dissect. And पहली बात जो मैंने dissect करनी है is this reason for the killings. जैसे हमने देखा in the original एक villain, वहाँ Ritesh Deshmukh was the killer. He was a serial, murderer. And over there, his reason for this was he felt emasculated. अपने घर पे, he felt like he was nobody. His wife, he couldn't talk to her. She had this role, this power over him, and he didn't know how to handle that, right? So what he did is he took his aggression, this anger he felt, this control he wanted in his life, and he put it into murdering these women for no reason, Hannah, just because he wanted to feel like a man. And I guess having that control made him feel like that. In this movie, what we hear in the line in the beginning of the trailer is कि यहाँ जो killer है ना, he only kills women who do not reciprocate someone's love. Okay, so basically एक तरफा प्यार है, किसी को होता है, किसी को नहीं प्यार होता है, and because वो नहीं हुआ, उनको तो जीना ही नहीं चाहिए फिर तो, right? And I feel like this is reminiscent of society में हमने कितनी बार देखा है, एक तरफा प्यार जब होता है, some people they cannot handle that rejection, and वो rejection होती है तो क्या होता है? Sometimes there's acid attacks, sometimes there's rape, right? And I feel like this killing also happens, okay? तो मुझे लगता है this basis is believable. There's a lot of people out in the world who cannot handle rejection, and some people do take that extra step. And in this case, this is what this movie is based on. What do you think? Do you think that's a cool premise?
I don't think it's a cool premise. Like you said, it is relatable because these things do happen in the real world. People do get into depression. They do get into insecurities. They get into like all these conflicts, murdering, acid attacks. I don't think it's right. Obviously, there's probably a reason why they've made this sort of a movie or they're spreading this message, but I don't feel it's a cool concept.
Yeah. Odie?
Kirti, from emasculated loser to this rejected lover.
Yeah.
Both are relatable. जब वो पहली मूवी थी, the highlight was only Ritesh Deshmukh.
Yep.
क्योंकि the way he has been emasculated constantly and being bicked with constantly by the wife, and then there's this suddenly boss. तो एक समझ आता है कि एक psychology एक introvert की, because he is shown as introvert as well.
Yes.
तो वो किस डायमेंशन में जा सकती है? या द प्रॉब्लम हैपेंड जहाँ पे वो आयशा का कैरेक्टर किल कर देता है, willingly or unwillingly, something like that, because he is on the streak of doing it.
Yeah.
यहाँ पे my problem is कि a woman cannot reject a man. She cannot say no.
Exactly.
Why? But क्योंकि ये होता है, we know it, like you mentioned beautifully के जी, acid attacks से सब कुछ होता है. Yes, it is there. क्या बात करनी चाहिए, लेकिन क्या ये justified है? नहीं है. But to my surprise, इसमें उन्होंने कुछ ना कुछ तो वो रखा होना है, क्या कहते हैं उसे, what is the word? Easter eggs, Easter eggs तो है. There are Easter eggs, yeah.
And थोड़ा बहुत हमें सरप्राइज मिला भी है इस ट्रेलर में, लेकिन वो थोड़ी बाद में हम बात करेंगे, ओके? एंड हम थोड़ा और भी डाइसेक्ट करेंगे कि क्या हमें अच्छा लगा, क्या नहीं लगा. पर ओवरऑल अगर मैं कहूँ ना, the trailer didn't excite me. Like ये जो ट्रेलर देखा ना, I thought it was haphazard. Okay, there were some highlights. Maybe John was a highlight for me, and I even think Arjun was looking great. And obviously, the women are beautiful. Disha, Patani, and Tara, Sutaria. They're beautiful women. Okay, but even with all of that going on, मुझे excite नहीं किया. Okay, one of the reasons is chemistry. Okay, ये जो श्रद्धा कपूर and सिद्धार्थ मल्होत्रा थे ना, they had this really cute, fresh chemistry. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा था to see how their story progressed. And जब उसका murder होता है, that anger, that sadness he felt, I felt it, so I thought it was really beautiful. And जहाँ तक acting की बात है, Odie said कि Ritesh was like amazing in that movie. The chemistry here between John and Disha and Arjun and Tara, they're beautiful people, but I didn't feel anything. मुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ देख के, okay? Even I mentioned the shower scene. Obviously, that's meant to be sexy. This couple is together and all of that. फिर भी कुछ नहीं था. It was ठंडा. Like for me, how can like 4 hot people, okay, give something so ठंडा when they're trying to show that they're so hot? They were all looking nice. They were all flirting with each other. Being with each other. फिर भी कुछ नहीं हुआ. Chemistry कहाँ है? Where is the chemistry, Odie?
कीर्ति, very rightly put. क्योंकि अगर हम पहली मूवी देखें, the guy is this, सख्त लोंडा एक
Yes.
विलन जो बना हुआ था सिद्धार्थ एंड द गर्ल इज ओवर द टॉप शी इज फुल ऑफ लाइफ डाइंग वेरी सून एंड शी इज दिस मैं खुशियां बांटूंगी तो करेक्टर आर्ट्स है यहाँ पे एवरीबॉडी इज लाइक अभी जिम से निकले हैं अभी सीधा क्लब में गए हैं धुएं निकल रहे हैं सेक्सी बॉडीज तो बेसिकली करेक्टर आर्ट या कुछ करेक्टर की आपको झलक नजर नहीं आती है टू माय सरप्राइज I really loved Arjun Kapoor's avatar in this, सिर्फ लुक की बात हो रही है जब वो लवर दिखाया गया this tattoo there is this new hairstyle
Yeah,
I
I like
loved
his
it
hair.
yeah
Yeah.
John is sexy always Disha to I don't know she is like a female what's her boyfriend name by the
Tiger Shroff.
Tiger Shroff she's a female Tiger Shroff super fit she is jumping here and there she's a
Yeah.
Spider Woman without
Yes.
any web
Yes.
and Tara Staria is so I think she's not over with her student of the year bitchy thing. So she's
Yeah.
that, but she's beautiful woman. You're right. It is like that. Lekin still excites me. Why? Because nothing has been revealed so much. Intrigue is there for me. मुझे ट्रेलर जब भी ड्रॉप होते हैं तो आई एम लाइक क्या हो क्या रहा है ये हो क्या रहा है बट देन वो इंट्रीग है बिकॉज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग आई एक्चुअली कुडंट फिगर आउट टू बी
Yeah.
वेरी ऑनेस्ट
Yeah. Harris, was the chemistry working for you or what?
For me, chemistry weren't working. I've got a bit of a agreement with both of you on this. So for me, obviously, Arjun was looking really good. John A. Ram, of course, for sure.
Yeah.
With Disha, I just felt she came out of her previous movie and they've just chucked her in here.
Yeah.
And with Tara, for sure, she's not over the Student of the Year or the Marjama thing because there's like two looks she has. One is like she's full sexy, and then one's like she's in the car and she's crying, and Arjun's trying to patao her and stuff. So she's got a bit of a mixture. So I wasn't really surprised with her character. But yeah, I don't feel no chemistry. I don't think there was sparks flying. It wasn't like the previous movie where you've got Siddharth and Shraddha where they have that chemistry and you can see they've got the love for each other.
Yeah.
Obviously she's in that zone where she's trying to help him come out of this anger gunda mode and stuff. Here there's no chemistry. Here it's just like you're watching a club dance or you're just watching a striptease, for example, because it's just sexy. There's no
and पिछले ट्रेलर पिछली मूवी का ट्रेलर जब आया था ना we still got a sense कि अच्छा ये गुंडा है he's थोड़ा rough and tough ये full of life है ये लड़की and then there's this guy who is going through some problems in his work and जो भी है right so we got a sense कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा obviously we didn't know all the twists and turns यहाँ पे तो यही नहीं समझ आया कि how are these four individuals connected to each other कहाँ इनकी लाइन क्रॉस होती है ये लड़के क्यों एक दूसरे को हेट करते हैं ये क्या हो रहा है we don't know
कीर्ति when you describe कि जी हमें पिछली मूवी के glimpses in form of this the epic song तेरी गलियां नजर आया है here is the scene when they're talking about chemistry कि chemistry नजर नहीं आती है क्योंकि maybe character arcs नहीं है there's very famous scene of Shraddha and Siddharth where she makes this smiley on the window and the same scene is being shown in the trailer by the Disha and John doing the same thing लेकिन huge difference there's a huge difference Shraddha is full of pain and she's in this disbelief ke wala gun lage whatever please smile I want to put a smile here they're like too much sexiness why
and Odee मुझे लगता है प्रॉब्लम पता क्या है with this chemistry is because acting जो portrayal होता है ना जो expressions जो body language होती है ना यहाँ match नहीं हुई for either of them okay Disha John and then Arjun and Tara okay I just didn't feel it मुझे लगता है कि चलो acting तो हम बाद में judge करेंगे movie देख के at the end of the day we have to see the whole thing to see if someone did well or not but अगर हम बस trailer की बात करें ना हमने देखा है कि John has played these gray characters, has played these macho characters, and it suits him. His personality, his body, his look suits this. So I don't expect him to not be able to be believable. क्योंकि मुझे वो believable लगता है as this rough guy, and I love him like that. And I've always liked, gray characters. I just like it, okay? Arjun, I'm so glad कि उसको भी अब chance मिल रहा है to go away from that half girlfriend, 2 states, Sardar ka grandson, this like cute and funny thing. I'm glad he's getting away from that. And he got it away from that in the last couple of movies he's done with Pariniti, just that came out
I
last
love that
year.
film.
Yeah.
I love that.
तो मुझे लगता है कि he's stepping into something new and he's playing something gray here too. I think he did that in his first 2 movies, okay? But after that, he's kind of went away from that. And यहाँ फिर से वो आ रहा है. And जहाँ तक ये दिशा and तारा है ना, I'm sorry, they're just beautiful props for me. मुझे दिशा की एक्टिंग कभी अच्छी लगी नहीं है, ओके? एंड तारा का तो मैंने कुछ देखा ही नहीं है आज तक. ना मैंने मरजावा देखा है, ना मैंने स्टूडेंट ऑफ द ईयर 2 देखी थी, ओके? एंड यहाँ पे अभी जो मैंने देखा है, she's just a pretty face for me. Like there's nothing going on. And even with Disha, I feel like वो देख रही है पर कोई फीलिंग नहीं आ रही उन आंखों से. मुझे लगता है हम तीनों यहाँ और एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं and she did less expression in the movie, you know? So I just not feeling it. अगर हम ये चारों लेना, I think maybe John is the better actor out of them, and that's saying a lot because John is not a great actor. तो मुझे लगता है maybe Arjun will walk away as being the better actor out of all 4 of them. As far as the look, I love John's look, but I feel like at the end of the day, maybe Arjun will surprise us here, and I'll be happy if he does. So Odee, what do you think with the acting? Like, do you agree?
Yeah, I kind of agree. लेकिन थोड़ा सा मुझे प्रॉब्लम कहाँ पे है, वो ट्रेलर के अंदर है. एक तो ये these 4 are the bunch of actors which are not great actors, like
Yeah.
Dhoom happened with so many average actors, but the movie hit, right? Like in Dhoom 1. So same way here, मुझे लगता है कि when bunch of average actors are put together in amongst whom I think Arjun Kapoor is one of the better actors as
Yes.
compared to the rest of the lot. यहाँ पे मेरा इशू अर्जुन कपूर से ये, he was hamming too much. इतना हैम करने की जरूरत नहीं है. He was like, मैं विलन हूँ. This
Yes.
tone.
तो तभी मैंने
Maybe
कहा
he
ना, मुझे जॉन बिलीवेबल लग रहा था. इवन वो डायलॉग बोल रहा था तो लग रहा था अच्छा ये बोल रहा है. जब अर्जुन ने शुरू किया मुझे लग रहा है he's trying to match John's
match.
persona maybe, and it didn't
Yeah.
work for me. Go
It
ahead.
didn't work for me exactly. क्योंकि John was very organic. हमें पता है John is macho, John is masculine. वो तो मर्दों की ताकत है और वो लोहे का आदमी है, सब कुछ है, ठीक है. And whereas these 2 girls, I feel so bad because ये जो भी ये वाली लॉट है कैटेगोरिकली, जिसमें दिशा है, जिसमें तारा है, जिसमें क्यारा थी, she is moved ahead, जिसमें अनन्या पांडे kind of थी, but she has been doing movies with different character arcs. Whether you like it or not, she was not that bad in Geraiya though. She was quite,
Yeah, she
good
was
in
fine
that.
there. I
She
liked
found
her.
that. Yeah, but at least इन दोनों का तो लगता है जैसे मोल्ड सेट है. इनको पता है हमने खड़े होना है.
Yes, बस
And
यही
that's it.
करना है. And
Yeah.
अपनी fit body दिखानी है. Because it's
Yeah.
fit. It's fit.
It's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harris?
Yeah, my take on this is I totally agree with Odie. I think Disha and Tara are just there as props. I think for Arjun, because he stands out in the trailer quite a lot, I think it could be a comeback movie for him if it's if his performance shows in the movie. Like in the trailer, I think he's just trying too hard to match up with John. But I think in the movie, until we don't see it, I think if his performance is justified, then I think it could be a comeback movie for him for sure.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want Arjun Kapoor to have another hit. I think he's long due for it. And you know what? One thing that took me out of these performances and the acting was the dialogue. They wanted to come across as powerful, aggressive. कि मैं तुझे दिखाऊंगा मैं कौन हूँ. All of this I understand. Lekin the dialogues were so melodramatic. Okay, so over the top. मुझे लग रहा था कि हम yesteryears की कोई movie देख रहे हैं जहाँ वो dialogues होते थे where the actors used to stand and say those things and like profess. मुझे लग रहा था कि ये दोनों भी यही कर रहे हैं. Everyone is just standing and professing. They're not like saying it with intention. I just feel like it was so over the top. अगर इस day and age में हम realistic movies देखना चाहते हैं, maybe this is not a realistic genre. लेकिन तो डायलॉग्स भी तो रियलिस्टिक होते हैं ना, जैसे आम इंसान एक दूसरे से बात करते हैं. यहाँ लग रहा था पता नहीं कौन सा स्टेज प्ले चल रहा है ना. And they're just talking at each other, not to each other. So I just hated the dialogues. Like, please tell me that this whole movie doesn't have these over the top cringe dialogues.
Yeah.
So I feel like कि डायलॉग जैसे मर्जी लिखी हो ना, परफॉर्म करने वाले के ऊपर भी मैटर करता है. I remember इम्तियाज अली said कि मैंने सिर्फ लाइंस लिखी थी, करीना कपूर ने और शाहिद कपूर ने जान डाल दी थी. मैं बठिंडा से हूँ, मैं बठिंडा की सरदार नहीं हूँ. सुनने में लगता है कि एक एवरेज थिंग है, लेकिन जब आप बोलते हो यहाँ पे what are we expecting from this four people, this foursome? I don't have much expectation as far as dialect delivery is concerned. लेकिन क्योंकि मोहित सूरी की फिल्म है तो थोड़ी बहुत एक डूबती नैया का सहारा लगता है, ऐसा मोहित लगता है कि हाँ थोड़ा कुछ निकल के आ सकता है.
Yes. One of the best things about Mohit Suri movies is the music. Okay, his movies have amazing music. Okay, and in this trailer, सिर्फ एक गाना मुझे सुनाई दिया, वो भी remix था गलियां का with Ankit Tiwari. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, I love this song. I love Ankit Tiwari's voice, पर यहाँ पे मुझे इतना गुस्सा आ रहा था ना सुन के कि इतना ब्यूटीफुल गाना था, क्या कर दिया इस गाने का. Why do they always have to remix these songs? अगर कोई अच्छा गाना बना है, it's a fan favorite, leave it alone. Don't just remix it and throw it in a movie just to garner like likes or attention or whatever it's doing. I just didn't like it. I just hope कि यहाँ पे हर एक गाना remixed गाना नहीं होगा. जैसे हमने जुग जुग जियो देखी थी ना, वहां पे इतने remixed गाने आ रहे थे, and I just hope this is not like that. नहीं तो बंजारा का भी remix आ जाएगा, हमदर्द का भी remix आ जाएगा. Please, I'm hoping because it's a Mohit Suri movie that the music is top notch.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Kirti. I think they shouldn't have added this Teri Galiya song. There's just certain songs that don't need to be remade, like you said. And I think it's just ruined the trailers aspect because the stories, you don't see any chemistry, you don't see any feelings. So putting such a beautiful song in this trailer specifically, that was just a letdown. It was no match. Yeah. But like you said, Mohit Suri is actually known for his amazing music, like Hamari Adhuri Kahani, for example, and you've got the Half Girlfriend. He's done wonders. So with music, I do expect that it's going to be amazing. It's going to be different as long as it's not remixed. But hopefully he's got amazing songs.
Yeah, so Odee, ये जब गाना चला ना, गलियां, है ना, मेरे दिमाग में पता क्या आ रहा था, वो सीन, वो मोटरसाइकिल वाला सीन उनके साथ, फिर वो जो वाटरफॉल में जो तितलीज होती हैं, she's holding the तितली in her hand, वो मेरे दिमाग में आ रहा था, कैसे वो अपनी नोटबुक खोलती है, he's making all her wishes come true. So I was like, it's an iconic गाना है, इतनी iconic movie का गाना है, just leave it alone. I know it's the same franchise, but some things should be just left alone.
I totally get it, but that's the point. कि अगर तुम्हें वो सारी चीजें याद आई हैं, तो that is the recall value. क्योंकि वो चाहते हैं कि ऑडियंस को याद है कि ऐसी फिल्म थी, वो चाहते हैं कि उनको वो इमेजेस दोबारा से याद आए. तो बेसिकली दे आर सक्सेसफुल. आई टोटली गेट इट कि गानों का रीमिक्स वर्जन नहीं होना चाहिए. लाइक रेस आई थी, तो रेस की जब फ्रेंचाइज है, अल्लाह तो आई है, हर गाने में हर मूवी में डालना ही है, जितने मर्जी वर्जन आ जाए. दिस डांस मूवीज ABCD, वो बेजुबान का तो खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा. बेजुबान is not ending anymore.
वो रोमांटिक गाने नहीं थे ना with chemistry.
I know that. तो maybe तो उन्होंने, क्योंकि ये part 2 है, रिटर्न हो रहा है, तो गलियां डाला होगा. My thing is, एक विलन जहां पे रितेश देशमुख था, वहां पे म्यूजिक वाज अ हाईलाइट. I can't, मतलब it is one of my favorite songs, that Avari song is, I think, I love Avar. I think one of the most heartbreaking songs I've recently, वो मेरे क्या नाम है, मेमोरी में बहुत अच्छी जगह रखता है. यहाँ पे तो उम्मीद रखी जा सकती है. What can be exciting about this एक villain return, कि म्यूजिक को लेके मोहित सूरी will come back again because he is the prodigy of विशेष भट्ट, यानी कि जो विशेष फिल्म जब महेश भट्ट, और महेश भट्ट के भी हमेशा गाने one of the best रहे हैं. Exactly.
Yes. Okay, guys, so we're coming towards the end of our little video, and now it's time to talk about the ending of this trailer. That was probably the most exciting part of the trailer, and actually confusing as well. Because पूरे trailer में ये दिखा रहा है कि Arjun and John are going up against each other. Arjun is the killer, no, John is the killer, no, Arjun is the killer, no, John is the killer. End में एक बंदी बेड के नीचे होती है, एक बंदी बेड के ऊपर होती है, दोनों एक दूसरे को देख रहे हैं, हाथ मिला रहे हैं, like, so I'm like, oh my god, these guys are trying to probably take revenge on these women, but the whole time these women are playing these guys, and I love that अगर ऐसा हो, because it shows कि बस body shardy से कुछ नहीं होता, दिमाग का भी कुछ होता है, and in order to do this kind of stuff you have to be cunning, so I would love to see अगर इस मूवी में the killers are the women, you know, at the end. ये जो उन्होंने the men are gonna do their revenge, एक तरफा प्यार का हो जाना है, and end में Disha and Tara are gonna be like, nope, nope, we got you. So I am
Yeah.
excited to see that.
Yeah,
my
I was
thing
actually
is, okay, Harris, go.
sorry. I was actually excited for the ending as well. I think that was the main highlight of the trailer. But I think they could have done without it. They could have left it as a surprise because that's giving away the whole story. A lot of people are now going to be thinking it maybe them two are the killers. But I think it was probably a selling point कि लोग आके देखें movie को because it's different.
Yes.
And it reminded me of that movie, you know, Race, the first part with Saif and
Yes.
Bipasha, because that movie had so many twists.
I know.
And it
That's
reminded me
crazy
of that.
journey.
कि
That was
समझ नहीं आ रहा
insane.
कि क्या हो रहा है. So that's what
Yeah.
it reminded me of. So I think that was the main highlight. But I love the scene, like you said, the bedroom one, एक bed के ऊपर एक नीचे, and they're both looking at each other and they're laughing. I think that was like the highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah, so talking about the ending of the trailer, there was this line जहाँ पे दिशा उसको बोलती है प्यार और डर लोगों से कुछ भी करा सकते हैं, तुम्हें तेरा प्यार हूँ या डर. उसके बाद कट टू वहां पे वो दो लड़कियां हैं एंड शी इज लाइक मैं हीरो हूँ तो तू क्या है. जितना ज्यादा मुझे क्रिंज लगती थी श्रद्धा कपूर when she says a villain, whenever she says in the first part she says a villain, who calls a guy like a villain?
I
Every
know.
time she's like a villain, and here I was like, damn, मुझे वो बहुत पसंद आया when she's like, both of them are like a villain. So basically the joke will be on the guys. जो वो लग रहा है और मुझे लगता है कि अगर ये badass जो moment था वो sell out is मतलब it was a gasping moment. I was like, really?
Yeah,
I wasn't
that's
expecting.
what
I
caught
didn't see
me.
that.
Huh.
Yeah. I wasn't expect that coming. So when I can gas, people can too. तो मुझे लगता है कि वो उनका डेफिनेटली रहेगा क्या नाम है मूवी के अंदर भी देखना पड़ेगा कि होता क्या एक्चुअली. So that will be the biggest surprise. Yeah.
So guys, that was our take on Ek Villain Returns, and whether this returns into our hearts remains to be seen. Abito, we are feeling iffy about it, okay? Let us know what you think. Did you like the trailer? Did you like the twist at the end? Comment below and let us know. And also follow us on Instagram. I'm Pari602. Odee is Odees _ Insta 18, and Harris is
I am Harris_91.
So there you have it, guys. We'll see you later. Oh, and also before we leave, good vibes.
Good vibes.
Bye.